I'm Travis Egan. I've been a part of the manufacturing technology industry for the past 25 years.
And I'm Max Egan. I'm a mechanical engineering student at the University of Alabama.
We're traveling the Midwest, exploring world-class manufacturing companies and learning from the people on the frontier of manufacturing technology.
And along the way, I hope to discover how I can impact the world with my degree.
Welcome to Manufacturing Explorers.
Whatever career path I take, I want to know and be aware of how I'm impacting people or the world around me, because it's not worth it to me to be involved in something that is, just doesn't have that kind of foresight. Big blue building, must be it.
We see some really big machines today. Some pretty cool programs. I don't know what we'll be able to talk about, but they're doing some pretty interesting stuff. So,
all right, well, I'm ready for it.
We do a lot of business in a variety of different industries. So we do a lot of really large custom fabrication and precision machining as well. So you're going to see all sorts of real big parts out in the shop.
Great, we're excited.
Thank you.
We put this machine in about 10 years ago or so, and it's a full 5-axis capable Mazak Intergreg C670, and we can turn roughly 30 inches in diameter and about 160 inches long.
Is it running most of the time?
Oh yeah, it is. Flexibility is important for us because of the industries we serve. We never know what we're going to be doing, so we buy a machine for flexibility.
Oh wow, it's huge.
This is our largest building by square footage, about 168,000 square feet. This is our 20-meter purpose.
Okay.
So 20 meters, it's 4.5 meters wide and about 1.5 meters in Z.
So what's it doing right now?
He's just facing off this plate, trying to get it flat.
Okay.
And so this is the first operation for this particular part. So this is kind of give you an idea that type of part that we run on this particular machine that we just looked at. So this is about a 13,000 pound piece of aluminum. And so we'll bring in this raw material and take it over to the machine. And this is pretty incredible to see something this large just in one piece. This is one of our large machine tools. This is a large gantry mill, 5-axis machining center. It's got about 22 meters in the x-axis. It's about 4.5 meters wide. We've got 2.5 meters in the z-axis. So again, one of about 3 or 4 machines that is about this large. So it gives us an opportunity, as you can see, to do some really large parts here.
Yeah. It's really important for me to think about the impact that the projects I'll be involved with will have on the world. So I imagine that a machine this big has to have a pretty big impact and it's probably involved in some pretty important projects. So how does that play off with your company culture? How do your employees feel about being involved with those projects?
Yeah, great question. It's one of the things I love about this place. We get an opportunity to do some really cool programs, and we do some things for the space program, for the Artemis program in particular. There's a lot of pride in being able to know that you were part of trying to get the astronauts from this country back to the moon, onto an asteroid, beyond the moon, and then eventually onto Mars.
Right.
And that's the kind of thing we do here. It's the pride that people have in being able to be a part of that's incredible.
That's the same.
As impressive as the facility and the equipment is, none of this matters without our people. People are what makes it. And people are hard to find these days. And so one of the things that we've dedicated ourselves to doing is training. Mm-hmm. And we've got a welding training facility next door, but this is our machining training facility. Jim's our training coordinator. So Jim, I'll let you talk about the program with these guys and what we do here.
Okay. Well, we cover the basics, shop math, print reading, CNC programming, geometrical dimensioning and tolerancing is a big one.
I'm in a mechanical engineering program, so I would love to learn more about these kinds of tools,
Sure.
get the hands-on experience, and I feel like even now, like in the classroom, you just don't get that deep.
Right.
You learn about the subject matter and the principles behind engineering, but you don't get that hands-on experience. So it's really cool to hear that you guys are doing that.
So we just left our machining training lab, and come next door here, we got our welder training lab. And like over there, we have a dedicated, a full-time instructor that does training for incoming welders. So Max, you talked about hands-on and the opportunity to learn and do things. You want to try out welding?
Oh, I'd love to give it a shot. Yeah. I've never done it before.
We could throw on the helmet. We could get Dave over here to give you an opportunity to give it a shot.
Thank you, I appreciate that. That was cool. I just welded.
Thank you so much. I gotta ask you one more question. Asking this everywhere we go. What would you say to pinpoint what is your competitive advantage?
It's our people. Our people are a big part of what makes us successful. It takes some very talented machinist welders to do what we do here. So that's big. Obviously, we got big machines. We can do big parts. That sets us apart from others.
Big time.
And I think knowing your niche, and we try to stay in it, and we try real hard not to be everything to everybody. And that's what's helped us be successful, and we'll be celebrating 75 years next year as a result of that. So,
Yeah. Congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing because you're doing a great job. Thank you for your time today.
Pleasure having you.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Wow. That was great. Really enjoyed that, huh?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Those guys were really great guys, and saw some pretty interesting stuff.
For sure.
What was your biggest takeaway from today?
I really loved seeing the space applications, very applicable to my major, and I also really appreciated seeing how they train their future employees. Got to weld, so that was cool.
So off to Dayton. Here we go.